Steve, the primary reason for raising the additional funds was to fund the ongoing drill program at Cundip Mining Centre. So we plan to drill at a minimum another 10,000 metres of combined RC and diamond drilling there, principally to expand the known resources, to add onto the work that we've done earlier in the year, but then also follow up some near mine targets that we've been looking to progress as well. Yeah, principally extensions to the known resource. So the recent mineral resource upgrade got us to 1.1 million ounces of gold, 2.1 grams plus 50,000 tonnes of copper as a credit there. There's still quite a bit of drilling to come through the system and inform another update, which we expect in November of this year. And this drilling will add to that growth again. So we want to maintain the momentum of the resource growth and push us towards that critical mass, which we internally think is 1.5 million ounces of gold, which would then sustain the development of a project at Ravensthorpe. Is an exciting part of the program, earlier stage targets, but potentially very high impact because we control 40 kilometres of strike of the Annabelle volcanics where they meet the Manutup tonalite, and it's at that boundary that all of the historic resources and all of the known resources, the historic production, the prospects that we know about, they're all located on that boundary. So we're testing targets that are up to 40 kilometres along strike from Cundip. If we demonstrate that there's a new mineralised system there that can add ounces into the inventory, that just underscores the prospectivity of the region and the multi-million ounce potential that we think's there at Ravensthorpe. 8,000 metres still to come through the system. So we did 46,000 metres since we listed in March, and then through till May of this year when we demobilised the rigs. 26,000 metres of drilling informed the recent mineral resource update. So there's another 20,000 metres coming through the system. Now, not all of that drilling will inform the next update. Some of that's on the regional targets, some of it's on the near mine prospects within Cundip itself. But about 12 to 13,000 metres will go into the new update. And then the rest of the drilling that we'll be doing later in the year will basically continue to grow the resource at Cundip and also chase those regional targets. I think we'll commence that work off the back of this next resource estimate. So at November, which we expect to update the market on the resources, that's the time for us to recommence the studies or refresh the studies. And for two reasons. Firstly, and most importantly, we need to put some scale around the project, both in terms of the physicals and also the economics. And then the other reason is so that with those physicals in hand, we can go and re-engage with the regulators and talk about permitting for the project development. Yes, we've locked in the rigs, so both the diamond and the RC rig have been secured for the remainder of 2022. The RC rig will mobilise and commence drilling, we think, in the middle of September. And then in the subsequent weeks, the diamond rig will arrive and follow up there, and they'll be there right up until the Christmas break at the least. Oh, absolutely, Steve. Every MD thinks that the stock is undervalued, but where it was trading there at Diggers and still to this day, I think Medallion represents compelling value. If you look at us on a resource an enterprise value per resource ounce basis compared to our peers, we're certainly down the right-hand side of that curve. So there's plenty of opportunity for investors at these levels. Yeah, it's interesting. A lot more attention's being focused on the region. It's a fascinating area from a geological perspective. You've got the Proterozoic and then the Archean, the Southern Cross Belt intersecting at Ravensthorpe, and so there's a lot going on there. There's nickel being mined at the moment by First Quantum and being explored for by Nickel Search. Our neighbours to the east, you've got Mount Catlin in operation, one of Allchem's projects there, mining and producing lithium. We've got the copper and gold that we're increasingly confident headed towards a production scenario. And then there's manganese, anomalism, and various other commodities as well. It is an interesting part of the world, so not surprised to see eyes turn down this way. And I'm keen to see how Fortescue go out there to the northwest of us.